a last minute cancellation. And here I am, and I wanted to talk about something that is coming up quite a lot. And that is a lot of posts. I'm seeing a lot of influencers, a lot of people saying that you are eating too much protein. There's a lot of you're not really deficient at eating protein. And to me it was alarming just because I coach so many people dealing not just with weight loss, not just with GLP-1s, diabetes, pre-diabetes, metabolic syndrome, right? When they're starting to have high blood pressure, when they're starting to have high blood sugar levels, and also having cholesterol levels that are high, right? Like that's the trifecta of what is called metabolic syndrome. Now, when I hear this, I'm a bit concerned. There is a way of you eating too much protein. Absolutely. There is a way. However, based on my experience, based on everybody that I speak with, what I hear is the opposite. Most of us, I'm going to put myself in the bandwagon, most of us don't eat enough protein. And there is a calculator, and if you comment on this video, I will send you the link. I have a resource. It's about 2 pages. It explains exactly the formula, how to calculate how much protein you're supposed to eat. It depends on a lot of different things. It depends on your height, depends on your weight, this depends on your age, your activity level, similar to exercise, right? And similar to calories. There are a lot of different variables. However, ideally you want to hit at least 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, and that's counting that you eat 3 meals a day. Now, a lot of people think that, oh, I'm going to do intermittent fasting and I am not going to eat 3 meals. You're not going to be able to squeeze enough protein in one meal. And that's where you may get a risk of maybe gaining weight or having different metabolic issues just because your body can only process so much in one sitting, right? When it comes to protein. So having those 3 balanced meals, that's why I'm not an advocate of intermittent fasting at all. Just because I've seen that it does much harm other than good. And yes, everybody's bio individual, and I would coach you. If you were my client, I would coach you. I would let you try different things in a safe way, in a science-based way, and actually just realize, okay, this is something that works for me. This is something that works for me. But please, before you make a decision and say, I am eating too much protein, do the calculation. Again, most of us should eat between 25, 30, 35 grams of protein per meal. And my experience, a lot of us are not even reaching that. So hi everybody. And yeah, the one thing that I really want you to focus on, and I would say the week is still young, assess how much protein are you eating. Look at the things that you are eating for breakfast. And if it's not reaching the 20-25 grams, try to see how you can optimize that. Yes, there are some physical personal trainers out there that will give you outrageous amounts of protein to take. That's typically if you're really building muscle, if you're really getting into all of these weight training. That is a different thing. It's a completely different thing. But please, don't listen to these things, because if you are not losing weight and you're trying to lose weight, one of the things that is the least factor to consider is actually protein. It's actually eating enough protein the problem. Most of us do not overeat protein. It's actually something quite hard to do unless you're really just getting into this carnivore diet, which is a completely different topic that I could definitely get on at some point. But for today, I will encourage you, find out how much protein are you actually getting. Think about your breakfast. What are you getting? Think about your lunch and your dinner. How much are you getting? 5 ounces of chicken, it has about 22 to 25 grams of protein. And that's a decent size of chicken. So a piece of chicken. So think about that. And that is pretty much the average if you're getting a good amount. A lot of people think, oh, I'm eating eggs. Well, one egg is only 6 grams of protein. Very healthy. You should have eggs for breakfast. But one egg, if you're thinking, I'm doing amazing, I'm getting 2 boiled eggs in the morning and running out the door, you're only getting 12 grams of protein. That is the reality. So think about these things and really, really tweak what you're eating. Start with one meal, incorporate that protein, and then keep going from there and assess how you're feeling. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling that your cravings are ceasing a little bit? What are you doing in reality to assess and see, okay, this is what actually works for me? Because in the end, your body, you're the expert. And if you get in tune with your body, you're going to find out exactly what you need to tweak. And one thing I know, when you're eating protein for breakfast, you're going to notice that you're going to be craving less. You're going to notice that you're going to have more stable energy throughout the morning. You're not going to be ravenous. You're not going to be looking for that stale donut in the office at 10 o'clock in the morning just because you didn't have enough protein for breakfast. Okay? So I am going to let you go so that I can jump on the next session. But it was so nice to see you. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Melissa. Thank you so much for joining. There is a workshop on Friday morning at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will put the link here, but you just need to register. And it's all about insulin resistance, which is something that is so key to understand so that you can balance your blood sugar and also lose the stubborn pounds that sometimes come with that insulin resistance. Okay? Bye.